Science has done countless unbelievable discoveries till date. But there are many discoveries which are inexplicable even today. In this video, we have listed down 7 of them. So let's begin. Number 7 is the Voynich manuscript. The Voynich manuscript is an illustrated codex handwritten in an unknown, possibly meaningless writing system. The vellum on which it is written has been carbon dated to the early 15th century, and it may have been composed in Italy during the Italian Renaissance. The manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish book dealer who purchased it in 1912. Some of the pages are missing, with around 240 remaining. The text is written from left to right, and most of the pages have illustrations or diagrams. Some pages are foldable sheets. It is so unusual that the language used to write the document itself is yet to be understood. Random made-up gibberish, perhaps. Quite unlikely, as it has been found to have the same tempo, frequency and cadence as a typical human language. Number 6 is Diquis spears in Costa Rica. Locally, they are also known as bolas de piedra, that is literally stone balls. The spears are commonly attributed to the extinct Diquis culture, and they are sometimes referred to as the Diquis spears. They are the best known stone sculptures of the Istomo-Colombian area. Some of the most mysterious discoveries in history have been uncovered slowly over time since the 1930s in the Diquis Delta of Costa Rica. More than 300 strange stone spears have been found in the Central American nation, ranging from just a few centimeters wide to weighing more than 16 tons. And neither scientists nor archaeologists can figure out how or why they were ever created in the first place. They were likely carved out of large boulders into their perfectly spherical shape by old-fashioned pecking and grinding methods. Number 5 is Hobbits of Flores. Can you guys imagine hobbits in real life? When the 18,000-year-old remains of the Flores man, who was actually a woman, were discovered on the Indonesian island of the Flores in 2003, researchers thought they once belonged to a human, just like the rest of us, only really small. The skull they excavated was less than a third of the size of ours. Later developments revealed that the bones belonged not to a Homo sapiens, but to a Homo floresensis, a different species of archaic human that existed after the Neanderthals went extinct. Because of her elfin size, they nicknamed the primal woman Hobbit, after J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. However, scientists are still figuring it out. 4 is dark matter. Dark matter is a form of matter thought to account for approximately 85% of the matter in the universe, and about a quarter of its total mass energy density. Its presence is implied in a variety of astrophysical observations, including gravitational effects that cannot be explained by accepted theories of gravity unless more matter is present that can be seen. For this reason, most experts think that dark matter is abundant in the universe and that it has had a strong influence on its structure and evolution. Dark matter doesn't reflect or emit light, but high concentrations of the substance can bend light, which is how scientists know that it exists. A 2016 study suggested dark matter might be made of primordial black holes. Number 3 is Naga fireballs. Naga fireballs, also known as Bang Phai Phaya Nak or Mekong lights and formerly ghost lights, are a phenomenon said to be seen annually on the Mekong River in Southeast Asia. The balls are said to be reddish and to range in size from smaller sparkles up to the size of basketballs. They quickly rise up to a couple of 100 meters before disappearing. The number of fireballs reported varies between tens and thousands per night. Superstitious locals think the burning red lights come from the mouth of the giant sea serpent living in the Mekong Naga, which is how the fireballs got their name. Scientists, however, theorize that they are caused by deposits in the water that decompose and turn into methane gas, whose bubbles rise to the surface of the river and ignite when they meet oxygen at the top. 2 is the Antikythera mechanism. Did you know that ancient Greeks had computers too? Well, sort of. They had the Antikythera mechanism. It is an ancient Greek hand-powdered orrery described as the first analog computer, the oldest known example of such a device used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendar and astrological purposes decades in advance. This artifact was retrieved from the sea in 1901 and identified on 17 May 1902 as containing a gear by archaeologist Valerios Steas among wreckage retrieved from a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island Antikythera. It wasn't until the 70s, however, that scientists started recognizing its worth and trying to figure out how the complex mechanism works. But still, no one can figure out who used the object and to what end. First place is taken by the lost city of Atlantis. Whether the island of Atlantis is real or simply a work of fiction, nobody knows. You can call the Atlantis as a likely mythical nation, but many historians think it was actually once a real place. Plato wrote that it is a fictional island mentioned in an allegory on the hubris of nations in his works Timaeus and Critias, where it represents the antagonist naval power that besieges ancient Athens, the pseudo-historic embodiment of Plato's ideal state in the Republic. In the story, Athens repels the Attilian attack unlike any other nation of the known world, supposedly bearing witness to the superiority of Plato's concept of a state. The story concludes with Atlantis falling out of favor with the deities and submerging into the Atlantic Ocean. However, no scientist had figured out it yet. That's it for today's video. Scientists are working really hard to get an explanation of these discoveries. Yet some of their researches defy logic and are waiting to be solved. Which one of the discoveries did you find the most interesting?